Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Cancer for the month of November. It is a general reading, so it will not resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. If this does not sound like your story, check your moon sign or your rising sign. Your messages could be there. And if not, check back in the following week when I put out a new message for your sign. Also, before I begin, if this resonates and you're interested in booking a private reading with me, I am currently open, and the information on how to book a reading is in the description box below. Okay, so what we see here is that somebody exploded. There was some emotional outburst. We have the volcano here on the wildflowers. Now, I mean, the wildflowers could be that something was building, but I don't feel that's what it is. I think that the wildflowers is indicating on the volcano fell on something that was blooming or building. Perhaps it was an awakening moment in a current relationship. What I feel is happening here is that it's possible somebody, maybe you wanted to move in with this person, or maybe you were with this person and you wanted to take the relationship even deeper. I feel like somehow when the subject was brought up, whatever this was for you, the other person, it seems to have hit a sensitive spot in them and they exploded. That's exactly what I think this is about. And they threw up a barrier. I feel that in the moment, I mean, you could be dealing with somebody very intense. You know, I feel like it's like when it happened, it's like you may suddenly have taken a second look at the person or another look at that person and began to question who they really were. It's like seeing them in a different view, or seeing a side of them that you never really saw before. Maybe there were signs that would have hinted at this, the way, the explosiveness, but maybe those were ignored, because if I look at the house, it's built of cards that aren't, they look like they're just going to fall anytime. A little gust of wind and poof, they're gone. So you're questioning somebody's story because of a conversation, possibly a conflict. And maybe you're even thinking of rewriting your own story with the story card. Somebody withdrew. I think this could be you who pulled back suddenly. If you were the one who posed the question of taking this relationship deeper, you're suddenly pulled back after the other person exploded, and you may have withdrawn, threw a wall up immediately like a protection, or that they did. Because somebody, I mean, either you are on the inside of this wall or the other person is. There's something that doesn't sit well or feel right about the situation. We see that, you see, we have the Knight of Cups and we have the King of Cups in the reverse. So the Knight of Cups, it speaks to the relationship. Okay, so the Knight usually comes in and sweeps you off your feet. Most likely, that is what happened here. And he brings a proposal, a profession of love. The Knight has a way with words, but they are often just that, words. But they are also very persuasive, and so you would easily believe them or fall under their spell. They're very charming, typically. So the white rose on this card is a symbol of his good intentions, but notice that the cup he's offering, can you see it here? Barely, right? It's more of an illusion than an actual cup. It's hard to, got a little glare here, there, you see it. So he might mean well in the moment, but he may not be able to fulfill the promises that he makes. Most often his words will fall empty. He's unreliable and won't stay for the long haul unless he has supporting cards, or if he's with his king who's in the upright, and still you need supporting cards. But here his king of Cups is in the reverse, so we know he's not going to stay around, or doesn't have that intention. It could be that he's very hard to read. His actions would have hurt you. Maybe you would have felt or feel like was playing mind games with you. He's actually going to come back, perhaps apologizing, wanting another chance. He's definitely flying back towards you, with the wings and the Judgment being there. But this is somebody very hot-tempered, very impulsive. He blew up very easily. He seems to be very sensitive about committing himself. Possibly has commitment issues. So he will come back. If this sounds like your story, he will come back, wanting another shot, wanting to give it another try, apologizing. And he, again, remember, he can be persuasive. But understand that with the cards I have here, I don't feel that he would fulfill any promises that he makes. But, it's up to you to determine that. And especially we have this Knight of Swords down here. So here I have the elixir and the Magician. So the elixir is taking a stand to make positive changes, because you can no longer run from what you know, the awareness of what has been brought to your attention with regards to this person. You can no longer run from that. You can no longer ignore it or let it slide. So, the Magician, you may be questioning whether you still believe in this person, that, whether you, could manifest the relationship, if you could believe in them. You're questioning their story. We have the story at the root. Are they just giving you a story? Because they come back being really persuasive once again. The Magician is about knowing the potential and the possibilities of the materials at hand, of what you have to work with. And what you have to work with doesn't seem to be very solid or reliable. So here we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles indicates it's time to take action on something. Okay, and we see that here. You can no longer let this slide. You can no longer ignore this. You can't ignore what happened here. So this is a realization that the time for playing games is over, because here we have this card of mind games. Understand? It's what you think or are beginning to suspect that this person is up to. It's time to realize that no one else is going to solve your problems. Okay? It's time to take charge and focus on a plan. It's time to wake up and to stop daydreaming. It's time to stay true to yourself. No more excuses. It's time to rely on yourself, on your instinct. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to you.